Sunday. I just woke up a little while ago. But I wanted to go ahead, because I didn't get to vlog really anything yesterday. But I wanted to go ahead and do a video for yesterday. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the baby situation. I feel like my camera is off and all leaning funny. Anyways, so I want to talk about the baby situation. So I've noticed a lot of people are confused by the situation, or they've asked questions about it, and I've answered them in the comments. But this way I can answer them to where if anybody else has any questions about it, I can just refer them to this video. So the situation is, I'm going to be 30 in November, and I want a family. Like, I want like 5 kids. So that doesn't give me a whole lot of time. Do I want my own kids? Yes. Can I have them right now? No. I do not have a period, therefore, and that's due to PCOS. Everybody with PCOS is different. You can be skinny and have periods and still have PCOS. You could be heavy set and have periods and still can't get pregnant. There's so many variations of PCOS that, you know, you can't be like, oh, well, you don't have PCOS. I have no period. None. I've had one period that was not medically induced. And what I mean by medically induced, I mean like birth control, or they put me on another pill. I forgot what it's called. It starts with like a P, and it gives you, like, you take it for 10 days and it gives you a period. And the doctors had me on that just so my uterus can slough off any, you know, bad cells and stuff, so I didn't get like cancer and stuff. But I've only had one natural period, and that was almost a year after my gallbladder surgery, which I ended up losing 100 pounds because of my gallbladder in a month, because I couldn't eat anything. Like, I was nauseous all the time. This is before my surgery. So, or like, I lost 60 pounds before my surgery, and then because I didn't eat for like a straight month, my stomach was like, I know they say your stomach can't shrink, but I couldn't eat a whole lot. So I lost, obviously, additional weight. So, but I lost like 60 pounds in the beginning, and then I lost additional weight after that. I think I got down to 260, 250? Somewhere around there is where I got. And I didn't start a period immediately. It took a year. So New Year's Eve, or was it New Year's Day? I want to say it was, I started cramping New Year's Eve, but I officially started my period New Year's Day. So that was my first official period. And that's the only one I've had since then. I didn't get another one after that. And obviously I've gained the weight back that I lost. So there's that. Like, I don't have a period. In order to get pregnant, you have to have a period. Because a period is basically you ovulating, and if the egg doesn't get fertilized, you have a period to get rid of the baby, or get rid of the egg that was not fertilized. So there's that. I don't have a period, so there's one reason I can't have it. And there's other reasons that could possibly affect me getting pregnant, which I'm going to talk to my doctor about next time I go see her, which will be soon because it's time for my yearly pap. So I'm going to talk to her about that and see. I heard there's tests that you can do to find out, but I'm going to find out about that when I talk to her. And then, so yeah, I mean, me getting pregnant is not really an option. If it was an option, I would consider it, But at the same time, I feel like at this weight, I would do more danger to my child and myself, that I wouldn't really want to risk it. So that's another thing. In order for me to get pregnant, obviously I have to lose weight, because it's already been proven once that if I lose weight, my periods will start. But it can take, it took me years to put this weight on. It can take me years to get it off, and I don't want to start my family really, really late, because of the fact that me and David both want a good amount of kids. We want like 5, so my niece offered. I never said anything to her about it. We've had a few other people offer to have a baby for us, but things just didn't pan out for that to work. But when Desiree offered, we thought about it. I double checked with her. I made sure it was something she really wanted to do. She was like, yeah, I don't mind being pregnant. I don't want another kid right now, so it would be perfect. So there's that. Desiree is my niece. She's not biologically related to me, because my sister's adopted, and that is my sister's child. So the child will not have any genes from me in it. It would be strictly David and Desiree. It would be an insemination. It would be her egg, not mine, because in order for them to collect my eggs, 1, I have to be able to afford them to collect my eggs. 2, I have to ovulate to collect my eggs, which neither thing happens. Because if you know anything about PCOS, it's basically your body starts maturing your eggs, but before your eggs are completely mature, they stop maturing, and then they just sit there, and then they turn into cysts. That's how I was explained it. You might have been explained it completely different, but that's how I have been explained what happens. So that's why a lot of people who have PCOS, they have to go to the doctor and get on hormones and stuff to help them mature to the right level in order to make a baby. Anyways, so we will be using Desiree's egg. We are waiting till she is 21. She'll be 21 in March, and that's when we're going to start, is after her birthday. She has already had 1 viable pregnancy. So all those things, when it comes to, if you're looking into regular adoption, not a family member, but regular adoption, those are the things that they look for. They look for a healthy person, someone who hasn't had miscarriages, somebody who's over the age of 21 and had at least 1 viable pregnancy. And that's basically Desiree. And so she fits all the criteria for a normal surrogacy. So, and she's offered to do it for us. A lot of people are like, well, why are you raising the funds to adopt? And here's the thing. The reason we're raising the money is because nobody has $3,000 just sitting somewhere, especially not me or David. You guys don't understand, but we live at my mother's house because we can't afford to live on our own right now. David is still trying to get into the military. If that works out, great. If not, we'll have to figure another way. If he gets into the military, that would be good, because then, because it is David's biological child, TRICARE would cover the pregnancy, but if not, we have to come up with it. So we can't even afford to get insurance for ourselves, but we do have a program in our local area that we are on to where we can go see a doctor. So we have to cover Desiree's medical expenses as well. Now, we might not need all the money that we're asking for. I just roughly guesstimated it, and we are taking our own money and putting it in that account. Not on, GoFundMe, because GoFundMe does take a percentage out. So if you donate $20, we really only get like 18, 17 or something like that. So, but we're putting money in another account, a savings account, and that's where we're putting the money for her medical bills and things like that. The reason we have a GoFundMe account is not so we can ask our subscribers to help. If you want to help, we are more than appreciative of your help. But this is strictly for, more or less, we did it for our family and friends to help. Because I can sit here and talk all day about my situation and talk to you guys about my health and all the reasons why, you know, this is important to me. But unless you know me, you don't know how much I want this. Or my friends, they're like, you deserve to be a mom, you know. So I'm gonna put it in air quotes, deserve to be a mom, because I can't say that I deserve to be a mom, but enough people have said that I should be a mom and that I deserve to be one. But I'm not cocky and whatever, so I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I deserve to be a mom. No, I'm not like that. So but I really want to be a mom. I've wanted to be a mom since I was a little girl. Everything else in my life has changed, like what I wanted to do for a living, what I wanted to be, and things like that. But being a mother has always been there. I've always wanted to be a mom, no matter what I wanted to be for a job. It's always been, I want to be a mom and a wife. And I already got the wife part, and I'm happy, and I love my husband to death, and it breaks my heart that I can't give him a child. And that's been something I've been struggling with. And if you have PCOS, you know that losing weight is really hard. And then when you get depressed, it's even harder. And seeing my husband playing with Arabella and with Lily when she was little and stuff, it really always put me in a depressive state, because I was like, what if I can never give him that? And obviously I put more weight on, so, you know, here we are. But I really want a kid. Unfortunately, we can't afford to outright adopt. I do plan on adopting, you know, through the government, not necessarily a private adoption agency. I don't really want to do that. I want to do it through the government, which is basically kind of like adopting through the foster care or orphanage of the government. But I want to wait until we have our own house and things of that nature, to where I've got a place to put the kid and stuff. But I don't want to wait any longer. You know, like I said, I'm going to be 30, and the baby won't even be born until I'm 31. You know, so I wish, and you know, if there's anybody out there who is young and wants to be a mom and has PCOS, I'm telling you right now, please start losing weight now while you can, because if not, you're going to end up like me. You're going to be like, oh, I've got plenty of time, and the next thing you know, your 30s are right on top of you, and you're like, crap. You know, and they say that you're at higher risk for your child having defects after the age of 35. So, and I don't want to be like super duper old. My mom was 36 when she had me, and my mom was in her 50s by the time I turned 18, and I'm her youngest. So I really want to start my family now, because I don't mind being my mom's age when my youngest is 18, but I do not want to be that old and my oldest just be turning 18. So, you know, it's a time crunch right now, you guys, and yeah, and I'm super appreciative of my niece. I love her to death. I think of her as my daughter, as my sister. She's my best friend, and I love her to death. And for her to do something this selfless for me is amazing. And a few people have called her selfish, not selfless. which makes no sense to me. But she's given me a gift that I might not ever have gotten without her, or I might not ever be able to be a mom without her. I really don't know. I could be completely sterile for all I know, and that's what I need to talk to my doctor about. But you know, if that's the case, then all my children will be adopted. If not, then I will start working on losing weight, and when I get to a point where I can have a baby, then I will have my own. But I will not treat my adopted children any different than my biological children. My cousins, I have cousins who have adopted. My sister obviously was adopted. I have a cousin right now that's trying to adopt. And so my family, even my aunts and uncles and cousins and my grandparents, nobody has an issue with adoption. They will love my kid regardless whether they're my biological kids or not. David's family is the same. They are so excited. They don't care where the baby comes from. They're just excited to have a grandbaby. And the baby will have cousins. They'll have Lily, they'll have Arabella, they'll have David's, both David's sisters have kids. So, my kid will be very, very, very loved no matter how he or she gets here. So, but if there's any other questions you guys have about the situation, please feel free to ask me questions. Please remember, this is a very emotional and sensitive subject to me, so please try to word your questions as best as you can. And if you have nothing nice to say about the situation, then please don't say anything at all, because it's not just my feelings in here. My husband's feelings are in here. My niece has feelings. Our families have feelings, so please beware of what you say and how you say it. But anyways, I hope this cleared it up for you guys a little bit on what's going to go on. I will be keeping you updated. We are looking into a lawyer right now. Trying to find a good one. We're not drawing up any paperwork prior to the baby being born. It's just going to be simple. Desiree is going to have the baby. Obviously, she has to be on the original birth certificate. She's going to sign over rights to David, and then I'm going to adopt the baby as the mother. So, really, it's really simple. When it's a no contest adoption, it's really easy, and David will be the father, so it should be relatively simple. But yeah, I hope you guys got to understand a little bit more about where we're coming from and how this all came about and how it's gonna go, and you guys will be with us every step of the way. We will be vlogging the whole thing. Obviously, you're not gonna see like the insemination, but you're gonna know as soon as we know, and you'll follow us along. But yeah, I do have a mommy channel, which that's where all the babies updates are going to go, or the pregnancy updates and things like that. So if you're more interested in just that aspect of it, I'll leave the link to that channel down below. It's called Mom Bee Squad. So go check out that channel and subscribe if you want to see those videos, because I'm not going to keep putting them up here and saying, hey, you guys, you know, occasionally I might say, oh, you guys, if you want to see the updates, go check out our mommy channel. But if not, I'm not really going to say a whole lot about updates and stuff on the vlogs, other than maybe here and there. But if you want to see, like, all the videos of doctor's appointments and things like that, all that's going to be on that channel. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave us some comments below. Remember, if you can't be nice, don't say anything at all. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel and our mommy channel. And we will see you guys in our next video. Love you. Besos. Mwah.